Hello and welcome to Jazz After Dark, everybody. How you doing tonight? I got a different one actually tonight. I'll be enjoying the 19 Crimes. Actually, we're not sponsored by them. I realize I just held it like, hey. My daughter liked it because she saw it online and it's like, oh, if you scan it, if with your phone, if you scan it, this face shows up on your phone through the lens and it starts talking and it's really cool. I gotta say, it's actually pretty good. I hear Snoop Dogg's involved with this. This may be his, but this is pretty good. It's an East Australian, right? Southeastern Australian wine, borders on like that smooth Shiraz kind of flavor that I like. So if you're a wine person there, maybe something inexpensive, I guess, to check out there. Someone got it as a gift for us, but hope you're enjoying a drink here with us tonight. This will be quick. I want you guys to go into 2024 thinking about total return. And this stems from clients that inevitably at the end of the year, they look at their accounts, they kind of check in, see how things are going. And inevitably there's questions about why do we have that? You know, I thought we were going to do this or that. And it's like, well, because something returns more doesn't mean it's best for you. The product may return more. For example, Netflix. Ooh, it gained a lot. But what does that do for you and your tax life? I'm interested in the dollars that you get to keep for the rest of your life. If you make 10% more in a year, I mean, we're not discounting that by any means, but if it costs you more in taxes, which that would be weird, but if it costs you more in taxes and what you get to keep is actually not 10%, well, then I want you to think about that a little bit. And here's a great example. I don't know if this number is going to work out. We're going to do it together and hopefully I don't get the math wrong. What I want to do is an example. And this probably relates to you. How many of you have cash? I think there's some cash in an emergency savings account, a money market fund, a CD, whatever it may be. So I guess where Eric left off with these people here, this is Louis and Lucille Armstrong. They got $100,000 in, we're going to call it a money market fund. Actually, it is there already. Okay, cool. So they got $100,000. That's their no risk money. It's the sacrificial money to make sure that they don't have to adjust their standard of living if something happens. And it's happened to all of you, myself included. So here's the thing. Money market funds are best choices out there about 5.32%. All right. Let's say after fees and everything, if there is any, whatever, let's just say it's 5% because rates just went down a little bit more. So let's pretend that your average is 5%. Let's go over to these guys. I don't know where this is going to land, but if we look at their tax bill here, this is where we're looking. When you get returns from money market funds, it goes right here. It's taxable. And it's not a bad thing because you still made a profit off of it, but it's taxable, right? What if we could go a different way? So for example, that number's not accurate because it's not counting the whole year. So let's try something here. Well, we know that, where's my calculator? We know that if they made 5% on $100,000, that's $5,000, okay? So I'll just put that in the calculator there. Now, let's do something a little bit different. What is their effective tax rate? Can I find it? Yes, right here. 16.6% federal tax rate. Okay, I'm not smart enough to do that in my head. So 5,000 times 16.6, they're going to have $830 that's going to go on this line. Well, they're going to have the interest, but they're going to owe $830 after we get to the bottom, just from their savings. All right, so then if we take $5,000 and we minus the $830, we got $4,170. So their take home for their emergency savings is $4,170 or 4.17%, right? Okay, interesting. What if we chose that's actually going to work. Okay, cool. I love when this works. So what if we looked at municipal money market funds? Same thing, just tax-free on a federal level, okay? It's the same, no risk, right? We're being cautious with it. We're using the government instead of banks or whatever. But if we did that and we still have that 16.6%, well, let's do the same thing there. Well, this is kind of silly, but we have $5,000 And we're going to times that by the federal tax rate of 0. We get to keep all $500 or $5,000, right? So that means, well, and I'm going to say they're not paying 5,000, or they're paying 4.85 right now. That's if you scan all 154 of them, you'll find that 4.85 is the upper end of the range. So they got 48.50. All right. So on the other side of things, they had 5,000 minus the 830. They got 41.70. I know we're pinching pennies here. I know. But it's 41.70. If they use municipals, they get 48.50. Oh, let's do that. 41.70. So they make $680 extra dollars. Remember, they didn't do anything. Money market funds, the money just sits there. We call that sacrificial dollars for the emergency. If I could get a few hundred extra dollars and not have to give the government that money, it was a simple shift that all I had to do was to consider that, right? What did we talk about before? In our last Jazz After Dark, we talked about a simple shift of how you give your money results in a higher deduction for you. Nothing changed. Nobody asked you to give more money. This kills me. The advisors that are like, just put more money in and you'll be fine. No, let's be efficient with what we have. And then let's talk about more money if you want to do that. So the honest answer is we're not asking for more money. You're not being asked to put more money in. The government's not asking for more money. They're getting less legally. But all you had to do was just think about it one little step different. And that's one piece of their entire net worth. That's just, if we look at their profile, that's just this one account. Imagine if I started picking on everything that they have one by one. It's off the screen. You can't see the rest of it there. But what if someone were to take that mindset and just apply it to your whole life like that? Do you imagine that savings of that honestly, with the accounts that these people technically have here, they don't pay us $800 a year. Yeah, right? Yeah, we can't make 800. Their account size is not big enough. So this is based on somebody. It's not, we don't really work with Louis and Lucille Armstrong. But you get what I'm saying? I just earned them the amount that more than it's going to cost for them to work with us. I love that. That didn't stem from, Dustin picked the hottest stock. Yeah, that's fun. I like doing that. That's what keeps me motivated, right? But it didn't stem from the returns of a hot pick, right? It didn't stem from the returns of saying, we're going to shift over to this fund, or let's put some cash back and we'll invest on the downturn of the market. All that comes with it. This just stemmed from, hey guys, what are you doing with this account? Hey, no, over here. Let's do this. And you'll save the extra money. Please get into the new year thinking about that. Notice, I'm not asking you to join us. I wear the shirt. This is marketing enough. I'm just saying make somebody do this, or you take time to do it yourself. And I wish you guys a great rest of your evening. Got my Chateau Elan glass there. My favorite place. One of my favorite places. All right. See you later.